Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Nexo Shrunken Headquarters Polybag set. This is set number 30378. It has 48 pieces and I didn't pay anything for this. This was actually sent to me by someone who watches my videos and I'm really grateful. They actually sent me the Night Cycle as well. It was another Nexo polybag. So this is retired. It's from 2017. I think it was a gift with purchase back in 2017, you know, maybe for spending $50 or something like that, or maybe it was less back then. It probably goes for around $5 now, roughly. I don't really know what the market is for these Nexo polybags. That seems about appropriate. So first, big thank you to the person that sent this to me. That means a lot, and I really appreciate it, and I'm excited to look at it because I've been liking a lot of Nexo stuff, and this looked really cool. This is a type of Nexo figure that I haven't encountered yet, so I'm excited to look at that, and overall it's pretty interesting, so we're going to get into it. So in this video I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it while I build. I'll speed the video up and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, while we look at the build, I just wanted to say thanks for watching and then remind you, if you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. This comes together very quick. It's a small poly bag. So now on to my review for this set. Okay, so that is this Lego Nexo Shrunken Headquarters polybag set here. This is very fun, pretty small, but similar, I think, in size, in some sense, to the other polybag from Nexo I looked at, which just had a knight or with a lance or something like that, and kind of had a small vehicle here. And this one is like that as well, but I'm a big fan of this minifigure, and that's the first thing we will look at because you do get a minifigure here, and this is a stone stomper here. So I really like the kind of purple stuff in this, and it's really cool. So it does have an accessory of just this sword, pretty basic there, but good to get that. Looking at the face, really cool face printing, and it's got kind of an open mouth there, and you can kind of see some teeth, and I think the ones from like the Beastmaster Chariot and Infernox were sort of like lava type things. They called them like Globlin fireballs and stuff like that, and this is maybe a different kind of faction that I'm assuming is kind of an adversary to the Knights or a different kingdom or something like that. They have a kind of look that I would say is stereotypically kind of bad guy or, you know, evil look there. So that's going on in the face. We have this really cool helmet, which is like these gargoyle horns. So it's like a helmet, but it has all these extra spikes coming off of it, which I think is really nice. We do have an alternate face. So this one, the mouth, like the corners of the mouth are kind of turned down. We have an alternate face, which is, you know, the corners of the mouth kind of turned up there. The eyes are a little different as well, but very detailed face and cool color for the minifigure head. Looking at the torso, it's got this like kind of what looks like muscles, but also this like cracked open kind of chest area there, so you can see some stuff coming through, but there's really good like fine lines in here, different line weights, nice uses of colors. Overall, this is a really detailed torso, which is nice. We do have printing on the midsection, again, really detailed on the midsection, printing on the legs up at the top, in the middle, down here, and onto the feet, which is very cool to see. Looking at the back, we kind of have like what looks almost like a, you know, exposed spine sort of in there, and maybe ribs and different things. Has kind of this whole cracked stone look to it on the back, which is also very cool. So I think this is a great minifigure. And I'm a big fan of that. And then besides the minifigure in this set, we have this, I don't know why this is called the Shrunken Headquarters. I get like the play on Shrunken Head, and maybe oh, okay, maybe this is similar to another set in Nexo Knights that maybe is just called like the Headquarters or something like that. The Stone Stomper Headquarters. I don't know that. I'm just taking a wild guess. And maybe this is like the miniaturized version, which occasionally Lego will do. Like in Star Wars, they'll do like a polybag version of an X-Wing, but also a play version, but also a UCS version. And so maybe they kind of did that here. I don't know about that. I could easily see that being the case, but I'm just not positive here. If that is the case, very funny, very cool. I like that. But this kind of build for the polybag is split up into two kind of distinct parts here. So we'll look at the first one, and this is kind of like the front of essentially it's almost like a train, but only having like two cars, or like one of those buses that can, you know, bend, because it's like two sections kind of connected by a flexible thing there. And this is cool. I like the colors a lot. Very simple build. We start with just one axle piece down here, have a spot to connect, you know, a trailer or an extra car or something there. We have a spot for the figure to stand, and then they also have this handlebar or, you know, steering yoke kind of thing that they could grab onto. We have these wheels back here with no like rubber on them, so just the rim part, the hard plastic there. Up front we have a little bit of bigger wheels though, and I really like this because this can go up or down. So I can imagine this almost being like a steamroller type thing, where this could like roll over stuff or like crush things, but also that gives this some kind of range of motion here. And then these all spin at the front. Those are a bit bigger than these ones, but still no rubber there. And then this whole kind of console in the middle is very basic, just a round brick there, a couple studs, a couple slopes, but the different colors there, which makes it feel a little more like weather worn and stuff like that. And then that's kind of everything here, but I like this well enough. It's super simple. It doesn't seem like it's like super well, you know, protected, but for this character, but that's all right. I think this is pretty good. And then the rest of the build is kind of this back cart, and it has some projectile things, which is always fun, and I'll show those. They're the kind of like light blue translucent cylinder kind of bricks or round bricks there. And the back cart is a sort of catapult here. It uses two of those axle pieces, but it's only like 4 studs long here. And we just add that on. We add the like mixel joint or ball joint that can connect to the other car like that. And then this can turn independently and stuff and kind of follow it around. And then we add a brick with the 2 Technic pins coming off of it. We add this kind of Technic piece up, and then we put one of these catapult kind of scooping things there, so we can launch something, and we can launch these kind of round translucent bricks in there. So just as a trial, I can see how it works here. Yeah, not too bad. It didn't go extremely far, but I didn't hit it very hard. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I don't know if, I like that on here, like on the main image and on the front of the instructions, it does show like storing those kind of on the front of this back cart. I always appreciate when they consider like where projectiles could be stored. So it's nice that, you know, they only give you 3 of them. They fit on there well, and it isn't a huge like inconvenience. It doesn't look wrong. It almost looks like that's where those projectiles would be stored if this was kind of going around. So it's almost like this little cart, almost like a little train. Almost reminds me of like a turbo tank, but a super miniaturized version, but not really. Just the wheels, I think, remind me of that. And we can kind of drive this around and watch as it you know, all follows behind, which is good, and it could roll over stuff, and this could be lifted up and run into somebody and or something, and that's all very good. So that's everything that's in this set. It came together very, very quick. It's a polybag, you know, less than 50 pieces, maybe 48 pieces, 1 minifigure here, so it didn't take a whole lot, but I think this is great. I have to look into if this is a smaller version of a other Nexo Knight set, because that would be, I think that would be pretty cool here. And Let me see if I can find anything that says that. There's the Fortrix. That's not this. I don't believe. I wonder if there's anything just called Headquarters, maybe. Let's... I don't want to just scroll through all of the Nexo Knights sets until I find it, but maybe there's a way for me to quickly deduce that. There is a set called Jestro's Headquarters. I see. And that is okay. And that looks like a great set. I got to try to get that. It's probably very expensive now. But the Jestro's Headquarters set 70352 is the like full play scale version of this. It even comes with 1, 2, 3 other kind of side vehicles for Jestro and for maybe other stone stompers there. It looks like it comes with some knight characters as well, and like a crane, and it's kind of like this tank thing, steamroller thing, train thing. I don't know. It looks like a really cool set. I'd recommend looking it up. But this is the kind of smaller version of that, but it is different. It doesn't look like that one has specifically like a catapult thing. It looks to me like it has like a cage and a crane, but just looking at the wheels and some of the stuff, and actually the color scheme too, even the kind of mismatched stuff up here is the same. So that's very, very cool. And I think it looks like it captured it relatively well. It's a fun little set, so I think that's great. I'll show the extra pieces because you do get a couple. You just get 3 extra of this black kind of Technic piece, the gray Technic pin, and this yellow stud. And this set is 48 pieces, 1 minifigure. I think it retails now or in the aftermarket for around $5, which is what Polybags. I don't think they were $5 in 2017. In 2024, they are. A used version of this is probably, less than $5. The minifigure itself might be worth $2, $3, $4, $5 in that range. So that feels okay. I'm actually really happy with this minifigure. I would love to get more of these. This is another one that I could see people wanting to like amass a large quantity of because it's really well detailed, and it just seems like kind of the nondescript character that could make up an army there, which is nice. As I mentioned at the beginning, I did not pay for this. Thank you again to the person who sent this my way. Really, really appreciate that. That helps me a lot, and it just means a lot to me. It's nice to know there are people out there who enjoy my videos enough to maybe send me something like this, and it's just very, very fun, and I appreciate you. You know who you are, so thank you very much. But in terms of evaluating value, $5 for this feels about right. So if that's the market price, I'm fine with that. I'm used to paying, at this point, $5 for Polybags, and this one's retired and it hasn't gone astronomically up in price, or even at some brick conventions I see like even current Polybags for $7, $8, $9, $10 and different things, and maybe this one was never on shelves. Maybe it was only a gift with purchase, so that does maybe increase its kind of rarity a little bit, but I'm happy to get this. I think $5 is a reasonable price, and overall I really enjoyed it. Still can't wait to look at some more Nexo Knights, and now I'll have to add that Jestro's Headquarters to my want list, and maybe I can score a deal on that. But as is, I have the miniature version, the shrunken version as it were, and that's very cool. So I like it, and I'm just very grateful to the person who supplied it to me, so thank you very much. And I think that's it. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more LEGO Nexo Knights, more Polybags, tons of other LEGO sets from all different themes, all different shape, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming LEGO videos. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. It would be incredible if we got there. We're getting close. I appreciate all the help. If you're not subscribed, maybe consider doing it. It would mean a lot to me. So thank you very much. And then if you wanted to support this channel in a different way by giving me money, you could do that here on YouTube with membership, supers, and thanks. And I have the Patreon. It's in the video description. It's on my channel page, patreon.com/sobricks. And like I said, that's just an extra bonus thing if anybody thought that I was providing value and you wanted to support the channel in a more direct way. It's not needed, but it is helpful, so I do have those options out there, and it means a lot to me. So thank you to those of you out there, and maybe people in the future will be interested, so I appreciate it. But I think that's it, so until next time, thanks. Bye.